Welcome to day 3 of the 30-day challenge. I'm so grateful for everyone that has already started joining. What a gift to give yourself and to just show up for the rest of the world by working on yourself. So without further ado, let's get into it. Daily reflection for today is ethics shape the heart before yoga postures shape the body. And what does that mean? Basically, we talk all the time about how yoga is physical postures, our asana. Even more important in the way that yoga used to be taught back in the day was that postures were the last thing that you were taught. You were taught about morals, you were taught about ethics, you were taught about breath. How you show up in this world and how you treat others and what you're doing behind closed doors is so much more important than doing the actual physical movements of yoga, like these ornaments that we put on the tree, if you will. The journal prompt for today, Kitty wants to make an appearance. Say hello, Kitty. She's so loved. No matter what you're doing outside, she's going to come want to join and be a part of it. The journal prompt for today is, where can I practice non-harm, or Ahimsa? The biggest way that I can is just to free myself of and others of passing any judgment on somebody for however they're choosing to live their life. Maybe they're living a life that I don't agree with, or they're moving in ways that I don't agree with. The way that I can practice non-harm is just not to pass judgment on them and just to show up with love, unconditional love and peace. All right, the breath cue for today is going to be, we're going to exhale tension and we're going to inhale softness. Find a comfortable seat. Go ahead and close your eyes and exhale. All that tension, all that buildup, any anger, any stress, anything that's making your body tight, go ahead and release that. And then I encourage you, when you inhale, just inhale ease, inhale softness, inhale peace, inhale just relaxation. Go ahead and do that a couple times on your own, and then, yep, come right back. You already know. Now we've reached the part of our practice where we're gonna do 3 things that we're grateful for. And hey, if you've got more than 3 things that you want to list out, do it. For a long time now, every morning when I wake up, I practice gratitude. As soon as I wake up, as soon as I open my eyes, I just say, wow, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful I made it another day. Like, thank you, universe. Thank you for the breath. Thank you for the body. Thank you for the clarity. Thank you for the mind. Thank you for having me healthy. Thank you for running water, for the roof, for the clothes. Every day, I have so much to be grateful for. And actually, when I started doing this gratitude practice on the daily, I started seeing much more optimistic. Could have been rather pessimistic before, and I kind of just pushed that out of the way because I realized I had so much to be grateful for. Without further ado, get your pen, get your paper, and let's get to it. Now that we're back, the 3 things that I am grateful for today is, 1, I'm grateful that I'm no longer suffering. You know, for so many years, I was suffering so much. I was so depressed. Black clouds were over my head all the time. I couldn't see the light of day. And even though I had things going on for me, man, life was hard. I was just deeply unhappy, and I didn't know how to get out of it. I searched for so long to so many people, to even my psychiatrist, psychologist, and everything at the VA, is how can I get out of this funk? And it got to the point where I almost took my life, and I have been on a mission ever since then to do everything that I can to save myself and do everything I can to heal myself. And I'm just so happy to where I am right now, because I never thought that I would see this day. I never thought that I would find such peace and such happiness and such stillness and such fulfillment as I do right now. And so yes, that's one thing I'm grateful for, is that I'm no longer suffering. Second thing that I'm grateful for today is I'm grateful to be here in Maui. I love Maui so much. It is really been a catalyst to transform my life, to find peace, to find this stillness that I had been searching for so long. I'm so in love with it. Maui has so much abundance. Hope in turn that I can continue giving back to Maui. I'm constantly like giving back to the land, learning about the land, learning how to be more sustainable, farming, gardening. I actually have a garden right over here that I just planted recently. The third thing that I'm grateful for is I'm grateful for my health. I have poured in so much work into ensuring to take care of not only my mind, but my body, my spirit, everything. But my health is everything. Be in a lot of pain in my lower back, pain in my neck. I got hit by a car, so had fractures, broken bones, da da da. And I'm just so grateful. I feel really good, and I'm in my 40s, and yet sometimes I feel like I'm in my 20s. I'm really, really grateful for my health. So the action affirmation for today, I avoid harm through words and my intentions. So what does that mean? How does that look like? When you're moving around through the day, try to avoid things that could cause harm. So like yesterday, we learned how to take that 5-second breath, to pause before we react, before we do anything crazy. So take that same kind of thing, and for today, that's how you're not going to cause harm to anybody else, because you're going to breathe, you're going to think before you react, and your intentions are going to be pure. Like, really think, my intentions, have good intentions in the way that you're moving about throughout the day. I want to move with love, or I want to move with peace, or I want to move with mindfulness. Set an intention for how you're going to move throughout the day, and try to honor that where it is more with the love and the light rather or hostility. And that you're going to be, today, be really mindful of your words. One huge lesson that I learned, words matter. Words are everything. We can control our entire day by the words that we say. And so when we become more mindful of how we're speaking to ourselves, how we're speaking to others, how we're speaking to the universe, we're going to see that the universe is going to conspire for us, for our better self, right? So it's like, hey, today's going to be a great day. The universe is going to be like, boom, got you. Today is going to be a good day. Or, hey, I'm going to send peace and blessings to this person over here. It's going to send peace, and the universe is going to conspire to send peace and love to that person that you're sending. Another way that you could look at it is, let's say if you're like, oh, my day's going to be so shitty, the universe is going to be like, I got you. I got you. I'm going to do everything to make sure that your day is just crap. Or, you know what, I hope this person doesn't succeed, da 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 da. You're sending that energy to them, which is just putting karma back to you. Okay, so the universe is going to conspire for that and conspire right back to you. So just be really intentional about how you're moving throughout the day, the words that you're saying, not only to yourself, the words that you're saying to other people, and then set your intentions really clearly of how you want to move. And the Ayurvedic recipe for today is going to be cooked food rather than raw foods. And this is interesting. There are 3 different dosha types, and based on those dosha types, based on the season as well within those dosha types, will kind of tell you how you should be eating for your body. And for me, one of the things that my teacher had me doing was to stop eating raw food. I was eating a lot of salads, a lot of different raw foods, and I was experiencing like a lot of bloating, a lot of lethargia. She said, you know what, stop eating the raw, start eating more cooked food. Cook the spinach, cook the lettuce, cook all this. And once I got rid of the salads and started cooking all my vegetables, I noticed that I started thinning out. I noticed that I started getting less bloating, and that worked for me. Try it, see if it works for you. So throughout the day, try to stick away from eating the raw foods, eat the cooked foods, and let me know how that works for you. That completes day 3 of our 30-day challenge. I invite you to continue doing this. Definitely let me know how this is resonating with you. Peace, and I'll see you in day 4.